The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. McCarthy going to put it up right away. Now he's going to step up and run. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
McCarthy off the play fake. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 22.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another big gainer, 2 in succession, as this one goes for 32.
Falcons, first down.
On the give, it's Vidal. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And looking to throw, Penix. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. B.J. Ojulari. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the Falcons' 1-yard line.
Sampson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, fourth down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. And this time he is in. Dylan Sampson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
To the air, Penix. And that is incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60. Ready. Let's go.
On third down, Penix from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time. But it's going to be second down. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Brings up third down and 9.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
And the Falcons first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. Well, now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Penix. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
And the Vikings, first down.
Here's McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll throw with Penix. Open man, this is Britton Strange, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw, Penix. He's able to get it to Coleman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Now a run here, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. B.J. Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season.
29-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Falcons, first down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates. Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now Penix. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Sampson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Makes it 3rd and 4.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Vikings, first down.
Now McCarthy. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Luke Musgrave, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
The kickoff for the Vikings. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This 2nd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Now a first carry here for the running back. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To the air with McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Penix going to sneak it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the
and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. By no means, certainly, are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down. First and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This ball caught by Strange. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Go, go.
Throwing again, Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 6.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And got his man complete. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. McCarthy off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Okay,
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Here we
The
go.
Falcons will line up for the
10 black.
two-point conversion.
Ready, ready, ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Down the field, he's got Knoll. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of 16.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And the Vikings first down.
And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Falcons 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Rattler wants to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Hut, ready.
Throwing is Rattler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Now Rattler. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Set, hut, ready.
Here's Rattler. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 5-yard line.
On play action, Rattler. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brenton Strange, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You got to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. That went down the field for Strange. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Set. Hut.
To the air is Rattler. And this ball will be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
On play action, McCarthy. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's McCarthy. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. McCarthy. That is caught.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 51 yards. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. B.J. Ojulari getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Will Vikers to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. But I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Falcons' 37-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And shutting him off, now open field. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Woody Marks, 78 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Falcons 31. Will Vikers to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Vikings, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
chance, so try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.